your thoughts on sex before marriage?
My thoughts on sex before marriage.
It's wrong. That's just biblical. It's that's in the Bible that you shouldn't be fornicating or anything like that. You're supposed to leave and cleave with your wife.
It's something that I want to wait for a woman that I'm going to marry. Because if I give myself away like that to a girl I'm dating seriously before marriage, what can I give my wife?
My thoughts on sex before marriage is it's tempting, especially when you're young and your hormones are going crazy. And myself, I already had the kids before marriage, so I guess I'm for it.
Make me feel like I'm living a teenage dream. The way you turn me on, I can't sleep. Let's run away and don't ever look back. Don't ever look back. My heart stops when you look at me.
According to a study by the Guttmacher Institute, 9 out of 10 Americans have sex before they're married now. So let's first talk about that 10% that do wait. What reasons might they have, and what benefits can be reaped from waiting till marriage?
Well, I just think that sex is bad before marriage because God doesn't want us to have sex, and why should we? I heard that if you have sex before marriage, you could die. You could die.
Oh, my Atlanta. I don't think that people should have sex. I've never really had a girlfriend, but if I did, I would think we should wait, because God said that we should wait. Next question.
I just haven't met you yet. I might have to wait, I'll never give up.
Men that have sex, I've heard that are players, but when girls have sex, they're sluts. But I think that everyone's a slut if they have sex. So, but sex is very bad, and I'm not gonna have sex until I'm married.
I see them as promiscuous, and that's not good. People should wait, especially women, because people get the wrong idea and they can get taken advantage of. But men too. I just think they should wait.
There are two primary foundations that spurred the ideal of having no sex before marriage. The first is faith. The second foundation is that historically there was not nearly as much technology to prevent against STDs in pregnancy, so waiting until marriage was a really great way to regulate that. And so bursts argument one, faith. In some fundamental faiths, it's against their doctrine and their religion to have sex outside of marriage. And those who practice the faith religiously may not be inclined to break the rules.
Now the deeds of the flesh are evident, which are immorality, impurity, sensuality, idolatry, sorcery, enmities, strife, jealousy, outbursts of anger, disputes, dissensions, factions, envying, drunkenness, carousing, and things like these, of which I forewarn you, just as I have forewarned you, that those who practice such things will not inherit the kingdom of God.
And just as the philosophy behind no premarital sex indicates, you don't have to worry about pregnancy or STDs if you're not having sex.
God does not limit sex to married couples to rob pleasure from those who are unmarried. Rather, God commands against premarital sex in order to protect unmarried people from unwanted pregnancies, from children born to parents who do not want them, and to protect children from parents who are not prepared for them. Imagine, for a moment, a world without premarital sex. There would be no sexually transmitted diseases, there would be no unwed mothers, there would be no unwanted pregnancies, there would be no abortions, etc. According to the Bible, abstinence is God's only policy when it comes to premarital sex. Abstinence saves lives, protects babies, gives sexual relations the proper value, and most importantly, abstinence honors God.
Choose to opt out of sexual relationships because they feel like it helps them concentrate on school and work. Masturbation is always a viable alternative. And others take the sacred sex approach, which is more emotional and happens when the person feels like it'll be more special if they wait for for the one person that they marry.
Well, I just think that sex is amazing. I mean, it's the best thing that ever happened. I mean, you just have two people just going at it. It is awesome. And who cares if you're married or not? I lost my virginity when I was 12 years old. Like, I was only 18. It wasn't that bad. But it was awesome. And ever since then, I love sex. I just love it. Love it.
Man, premarital sex is important. Every relationship I've had, I have sex. I don't know how people have relationships without having sex.
Touch my body, put me on the floor, whistle me around, play with me some more. Touch my body, put me on the bed. I just wanna make you feel like you never did. Touch my body, let me roll my thighs, all around your waist, just a little.
Well, I think that men that have sex, or society that thinks men that have sex, are normal. Because why shouldn't men have sex? Every man should have sex. And women that have sex, they think we're sluts, but we're not. We just like to have sex too.
Man, players are the bomb. When men have sex, it's like they're the man, you know? But when women have sex and they're easy, it's not attractive. People don't like that. Time to have sex.
Many studies have found that those who pledge not to have premarital sex end up engaging in alternative, riskier behaviors, like unprotected anal sex. Check out the description for lots of links to scholarly and nationally renowned research and studies related to this. So what other arguments are there in favor of premarital sex? Well, for one thing, my big one is that it's sexual exploration. It's learning about yourself, it's learning about relationships and communication and your body. Sex also gets better with practice. If you think you're going to be a masterful lover the first time you have sex, you are much mistaken. It's a valiant goal though. Additionally, some find the pregnancy and STDs argument to be completely outdated with all the information and technology that we have available to us now. It is possible to protect yourself. And what about populations who can't get married, like the gay population, or people who don't want to get married? Are they supposed to just never have sex? Additionally, premarital sex prohibition was more popular when people got married way earlier. Now people are moving toward getting married in their 30s, and for some people that's a long time to wait. Sex can also be a fun, healthy addition to trusting relationship. The last reason I'm going to throw out there is that sexual compatibility is really important, especially with somebody that you're considering spending a long time with. Further, if you do get married and find out that you're incompatible, your partner may be more prone to cheat because they need to get their needs met elsewhere. Overall, the decision of whether or not to have sex before you're married is a highly personal one. It's your decision, and whatever decision you make is completely valid. Whether you choose not to have sex ever, or to only have it with one person, or to have it with tons of people, or to have it with a few people, or whatever, that's your sexuality, and no one can take that away from you. Before I leave, I'm going to offer 3 guiding principles as a friend. First off, please always practice safely. You can click this video right here to learn about how to protect yourself. Secondly, open your mind. If you found yourself gravitating toward one side of the argument or the other, experiment with the other side. Consider their point of view and really deeply think about where you stand and why you stand there. And 3, respect others' decisions. We're not all the same people and we don't all come from the same place. And that is completely fine.
Oh, my love, my darling, I've hungered for your touch a long, lonely time. So much are you too
No bad mobile phones, no commitment, no contract.